Hi there, this is going to be a brief tutorial on how to place an order through the back end in the DRS system. So I'm logged into the system. I'm going to go ahead and click on Scheduling, and I'm going to click on Book an Event. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to pretend that we're on the phone with a customer who wants to make an order. So let's go ahead and say the customer wants a dumpster from Friday, March 6th through Sunday, March 8th. So I'm going to pick those dates on the calendar. I'm going to click into Dumpsters. And the system is actually going to give me a count in the back end of how many of each I have available. You can see that right here. Now, in some ways, this is somewhat similar to the way that the ordering process can look on your live website. It's just that you have a little bit more functionality. For example, on the live website that your customers would book on, it's not going to list the number of dumpsters that are available on that particular day. That's something that you see as a helpful feature in the back end because you're an administrative user. So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and say that the customer says they need an 11-yard dumpster, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to the cart. And then you can see that suggested add-ons and required add-ons come up as per usual. So let's say the customer says they'd like to go ahead and add a drill and some drill bits, and we'll call it good. And once again, this is somewhat similar to the customer info checkout page that your customers would see, except that there are more things available to you since you're an administrative user. For example, there's the customer search. There is the ability to put in internal notes. There's the ability to apply a discount. There is the ability to put in miscellaneous fees, override the taxes, override the travel fee or the deposit amount, and you can actually mark a customer as bad through here. Now what that's going to do is that's going to make it so your customer cannot order through the website. They'll receive an error message like, "We're sorry, we cannot complete your order," or something along those lines. That's actually a setting that you can set. If you don't mark a customer as bad or good or otherwise, then the system is just going to treat them as good. Oh, and bad cleared, by the way, is just a bit of information for you if there was an issue in the past, but you've since resolved that issue and you're now willing to do business with the customer. That's what that means. So in any case, let's say this is a repeat customer. I'm going to use the customer search. And there the customer is. And I'm going to go ahead and mark this as a repeat customer. I'm going to go ahead and apply a 5% repeat customer discount. And then we're going to go ahead and select the payment type. Now, in this scenario, we're going to pretend that the customer is giving us a credit card number. This is actually a demo account, so it doesn't actually have merchant services set up and we can't actually put in a card number. But that would be, of course, the most typical way to do it. Now, if this was a repeat customer that you trusted and you were like, yeah, you know what, just I'll run your card on file or something like that, then that would be an option in here, and you would just choose that option. The other thing is if it's someone that you trust and they're like, oh, I have a new card, can I give you the number later? And you trust them, then you could go ahead and just click on Submit Without Payment. Again, this is going to show up here in the back end because you're an administrative user and you have more capabilities. Submit Without Payment is not something that would show up on your live website. Your customers, generally speaking, you're going to want to require a credit card deposit. As with everything else in the DRS system, it's customizable. So it's whatever shows up on your website is what you want to show up there, and whatever shows up back here is what you want to show up as well. For now, I'm going to go ahead and submit the order so that it's actually a live order. And you can also send a quote from here. Now, that's not going to reserve the inventory. That's just going to send them a quote. And there will be a link in the quote for them to reserve the inventory if they agree to it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Submit and Send Receipt, and that's going to send me a receipt and also the customer a receipt. If we're just making an update to the order, you know, like updating the address or something like that, and we didn't want to spam the customer with a new receipt every time we did that, we could just click on Submit Without Receipt. So that's how that works. It's essentially similar to the way that customers would place an order on the front end through the website, but you just have more capabilities since you're an administrative user. As always, please feel free to reach out to tech support at 505-435-9731, extension 102, or support@eventrentalsystems.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.